On this vote, the yeas are 52, the nays are 47. This bill, as amended, is passed.
That was just before 5 a.m., approving nearly $70 billion to fund Border Patrol and Immigration and Customs Enforcement through 2029, which Democrats opposed, but the process used to pass it did not allow a filibuster to block the funding. It goes to the House next.
There were bipartisan efforts to add amendments that would restrict what the president has called a $1.8 billion anti-weaponization fund for Trump's political allies who believe they've been politically persecuted. One such defeated amendment was proposed by Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy, who was recently defeated by a Trump-backed primary challenger, which would have redirected the fund's payments to law enforcement officers hurt in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. The bill also does not include $1 billion in security for the controversial White House ballroom. A legal challenge to stop construction returns to court today. Late last night, President Trump posted on Truth Social the person suing has no standing, and the case is highly damaging to our country, calling the ballroom vital for national security. The president keeps trying to work out a deal to end the Iran conflict.
The main parts of the deal is they can't have a nuclear weapon. The Strait will open immediately.
Iran's been blocking most shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. It's also demanding Israel stop attacking Hezbollah in Lebanon, but those attacks continue today. There's a new attempt to try to stop the war in Ukraine.
In an open letter to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky proposes a meeting between the two, a step President Trump is encouraging.
I think it would be great if they met. They should get it done.
Zelensky's letter comes as Russia intensifies airstrikes against Kyiv, and Ukrainian drones have hit deeper into Russian territory.
Fox's Jared Halpern. The president's threatening to veto a House-passed bill to provide new aid, weapons, and loans to Ukraine. America's listening to Fox News.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
While Democrats keep blaming President Trump for a rise in inflation driven by a surge in gas prices in the Iran conflict, he'll counter that today going to Wisconsin.
The White House says President Trump will visit Chippewa County, Wisconsin, discussing his working family's tax cuts that it says has delivered an average of $2,600 in savings to rural Wisconsinites and saved over 55,000 family farms in Wisconsin by permanently cutting the death tax. That the president's America First policies have created unprecedented global market access for American farmers and removed burdensome and unnecessary EPA requirements. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
Later this hour, we'll get an important update to the economy. Hiring in May.
Investors and analysts will be particularly looking at whether there was a slowdown in job creation following April's better-than-expected results. The forecast is for an increase of 85,000 new jobs, far less than April's gain of 115,000. We'll also get the latest numbers on the unemployment rate, which is expected to remain at 4.3%. Laura Cantor, Fox News.
Now, the numbers could move the stock markets. Ahead of that, futures are mixed. Up for the Dow, which surged to a new record high yesterday, but they're down big for the NASDAQ. There was overtime drama on ice last night.
Gostis pair. Carlson and Knight for the penalty killers. Overtime winner!
Stanley Cup Final Game 2 on Sportsnet. 3 minutes and 56 seconds into sudden death to give the Carolina Hurricanes a 4-3 victory over the Vegas Golden Knights in Raleigh. A win that tied the Stanley Cup Final at 1 game apiece, with Game 3 tomorrow in Las Vegas. The Hurricanes trailed 2-0 after 2 periods, but then scored 3 consecutive goals to take the lead, only to see Mark Stone of Vegas force overtime with 81 seconds left.
That's Fox's Jared Max. Tonight, Game 2 of the NBA Finals. The San Antonio Spurs try to even the series after the New York Knicks won the opener. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news Union Pacific's historic Big Boy steam locomotive rolled through Illinois this week as part of the Coast to Coast tour, drawing large crowds along the route. Rail enthusiasts lined tracks across the state to photograph the massive engine, one of the largest ever built. The tour continues through the Midwest this month. Illinois farmers reporting one of the strongest early planting season in years. State ag officials say 94% of corn, 89% of soybeans already in the ground, well ahead of schedule. Recent rainfall has improved those soil conditions, though growers remain cautious about potential summer drought. Illinois Supreme Court's heard arguments in a new challenge to the state's assault weapons ban, with plaintiffs claiming the law violates constitutional protections. State's attorneys say they argue the ban necessary for public safety, a ruling expected later this year, and legal experts say that case could reach the U.S. Supreme Court. We'll keep you posted. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim
And
Miller.
good morning. It is Friday. We made it to the weekend.
Yes.
It is June the 5th. And we're less than a month from the 250th wonderful country celebration.
I love it.
Of the 4th of July. Mm-hmm. Regardless of what naysayers are out there saying I can't celebrate, that's a you thing.
Yeah.
This is the greatest nation ever conceived.
We, the people.
Yep.
Think of the Constitution. Think of all the history this great country has.
Go live somewhere else and let me know how you feel.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the requirement Soye I have now for every young person. You cannot start your 20s without spending a month or two in a third world country and then come back and tell me what your priorities are.
There you go.
We've lost our appreciation.
All I can say to that is amen, brother.
Amen, man. This is unbelievable. If you, I'm not, all these people.
How can you not want to? I remember the bicentennial.
yeah.
Just dated myself. I was a teenager, and that was just one big hoopla for just about the entire year.
Yes.
Can't do that right now because you got probably several million out of 350 million that are just sick about how bad we are.
Well, get over it because we've got a party coming up on the 4th of July, and it's going to be great, especially locally. July4th.net if you need more details.
Yeah, there you go. We got a big celebration.
We do.
And we're going to have a great time, and we love America, and I stand for the national anthem, put my hand on the heart when I see the flag. So there you go. And live with it. Live with it, people.
That's
live with it. And get over yourselves.
Uh-huh.
And
I agree. If you think you can find it someplace better.
Go, leave.
Yes.
I remember Johnny asked my dad, isn't there another place? And he said, don't even think about it.
Right.
It's not, there's no other place.
Think
but
of the sacrifices
we don't know.
that your family had gone through, that Narby went through just to get here.
No, you don't understand. You simply don't, and you don't appreciate because you haven't seen anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Go please somewhere. It'll give you such an enrichment in seeing the world. You can buy a plane ticket to South Africa, and then you travel around Africa, and let me know what you're thinking about your life after that.
Mm-hmm.
We have no appreciation because you haven't had anything else.
I know it.
We're so mad because there's 3 people in front of me at the McDonald's. So mad. It's ridiculous. He didn't use his blinker. We don't have worries, folks. We do not have worries. This is it's the greatest blessing that you chose your parents and you came here, and no matter what our struggles, it's nothing compared to these third world countries. It is nothing. I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, good morning. That
We are
felt good.
the greatest ongoing experiment ever.
Absolutely.
Ever.
Thank you.
God bless America.
God bless America. Our weather brought to you by Carl.
Reminding you, the physicals is something you can spotlight this summer and make sure you're getting that appointment in so you're all ready. It depends on your certain grades, and you'll know in your school district. You can make those appointments at carl.org.
I just flashed back, sorry. Do you remember boys had to cough and turn their head?
Why?
Yeah.
Because that's just, remember how apprehensive we were?
I know.
But we didn't like
this
that.
is being polite, though, isn't it?
It's true.
It's just what you...
It's the human body.
The boys had to... We'd never liked that.
Of course you didn't.
But I mean...
But you got to go in to those appointments.
What were they checking for? I never really understood. What was the cough for?
Okay,
I just was curious. I just remember the line of boys, and we're all kind of... We're like 10, 12, and everybody's snickering. We don't want to do this.
My goodness.
It's a physical, Diane.
Yes, I know. And it's the human body. It's amazing.
You felt very apprehensive.
What brought this, John?
I know.
You started it with the testing.
Yeah, I did. I just talked about the physicals that you need to get for school.
But I'm just telling you.
Flashback thing.
You know how young girls had apprehensions? Boys did too.
Absolutely.
We never really wanted to do that test. Anyway, let's check your weather. Our meteorologist is Greg Solier.
Well, even when the boys are much bigger and older, too. So.
No, right, exactly. There's testing that in medical field you say, I don't want that test.
I know.
Greg, we've got maybe a little rain this weekend, huh?
Yeah, we do have rain in the forecast. It won't rain every hour and continuously. Don't think there'll be any complete and total washouts around here through said activities. So I'll head forward. Some delays here and there. It's gonna be the juggling act. Well, we want to really enjoy a June setup of weather and temperatures. We'll get some of that. We need some rain big time. Yesterday's drought monitor that was issued. Yeah, moderate drought now into far northern Ford and northwestern Iroquois County and over the rest of northern Illinois. Abnormally dry here. A little bit better towards I-70. Then it begins to dry out towards about the I-64 corridor and southward from there. So we need rain here in our part of the Corn Belt and points north and west, where it is raining this morning. Back into, again, too much of a good thing over northern Missouri. But they'll take it in southeast Iowa. Raining there. Some shower activity around the Quad Cities. Soaking rains at 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch. Southern Wisconsin making their way through northern Illinois right now. Pretty good blob around Quincy and west from there again into northeastern Missouri, all heading eastbound. 71 at Willard and Savoy right now. Later on this afternoon, again, not bad. Sunshine this morning early on, then increasing clouds at a mostly cloudy afternoon, and a couple of showers and thunderstorms around probably about half the area. Anywhere between 1/4 to maybe as much as 3/4 of an inch of rain. That's a nice start. 86 the high. Down tonight to 65. Showers and thunders scattered this evening. A break back in after midnight. Kind of think it's just rinse and repeat forecast. Partly sunny skies, building warmth, increasing humidity tomorrow into Sunday. Maybe a few more clouds on Sunday. A couple of showers, thunderstorms, maybe over half to 2/3 of the area, morning and late afternoon. Highs tomorrow at 88. Down tomorrow night to near 70 and up to about 85 on Sunday then. Scattered showers and thunderstorms Monday. Lesser chances going into Tuesday, maybe Thursday next week. And here comes the heat. Here comes the humidity. Here comes the lines at the pool stand at 88 Tuesday, 90 next Wednesday, 93 next Thursday. Should be in the mid-90s here next Friday with heat index values to 105. For CBD Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Thank you so much, Greg. Appreciate you. ESPN 93.5, 12 minutes after the hour. I'm Stevie J. There's Diane Ducey.
Yeah.
Got Ed Martin and Brother Johnny coming up on a special Friday edition.
Urbana Market at the Square tomorrow morning. That's always fun to visit. Tuscola has their Sunset Stroll tonight. Looks like the weather's going to cooperate.
Yep, Tuscola Chamber of Commerce sponsoring this. I think you'll have a great time in Tuscola 5 to 9.
I believe so.
You can probably find all kinds of deals. Maybe your favorite store down in beautiful Tuscola, Illinois. But yeah, Chambers behind that. They got a lot of young people in these businesses.
I know, moving and shaking with that hometown grounds as you get your coffee. Maybe bring the kids with that play area. What a terrific business. Cast Iron Pub. Amanda and her husband are rocking that area. Boy, I love the food that they fix with Chef Kenny there.
Yep.
And
you got Sweet Petunia, which is a antique place out near the mall, the outlet mall.
Mm-hmm.
And
is it Desserts First?
Desserts First.
Are they in
Shimmer and Chic, who talked to Jennifer yesterday.
Yes, Taylor, actually.
Taylor,
Jennifer's
his mom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor was on yesterday. It was her birthday.
And they just had their 7th anniversary recently.
Yeah.
Plus, you got all the golf carts that you can get in Tuscola.
Midwest Carts?
Yes.
We got a lot of business from Tuscola.
Awesome.
We
way to go, Tom.
Way to go, Tom, and way to go, Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
Again, sponsoring tonight's Sunset Stroll.
Yes.
Sunset Stroll. Tonight. All right. It is 7:14. We check your morning sports.
There we go.
ESPN 95.3.
Well, we did have a win from the Cubs yesterday, so they got out of their little slump that they were experiencing over the A's.
5 out of their last 18. I mean,
but it's a new chapter.
No, they've lost
It's
13 out of their last 18 or
but,
something.
Whatever.
That's right. They have 2 10-game winning streaks.
Right.
But Milwaukee's just running and hiding here. So
yeah.
But anyway, Cubs win. That's
yes.
good. Yep.
And it'll be it was 7-6 yesterday over the A's. Now San Francisco with a day game today, starting at 1:20 over on US 105.9. Robbie Ray for the Giants, and the Cubs using Edward Cabrera at Wrigley. So enjoy the series again on US 105.9. We're your home for the Cardinals. on ESPN 93.5. Let's get the update on the game.
The Redbird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
The Cardinals enjoyed an off day yesterday, and now they are back at tonight at Busch Stadium as they match up against the Cincinnati Reds. The Cardinals last played on Wednesday when they beat the Rangers 5-3, but they lost 2 of 3 in that series, and now they take on a Reds team that they recently matched up against in Cincinnati, played just 2 games against them because of rain, and ended up splitting that 2-game series. Kyle Leahy will make the start tonight. He is 5-3 with a 4.25 ERA. He has won his last 3 decisions. The Reds are going to go with Brady Singer. He's 2-5 with a 6.18 ERA. The Reds lost all 5 of his starts in the month of May. In those starts, he was 0-4 with a 7.77 ERA. Also, Lars Nootbaar is expected to be activated from the injured list tonight prior to the game. 7:15 first pitch. That means our coverage begins at 6:20. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
Ladies and gentlemen, a special Friday edition of our Ed Martin and Brother Johnny segment. They've jumped on now. Johnny in New Orleans, Ed back home in Virginia. Ed, you went to New Orleans. What was your impression? What was your impression of the whole?
It was a missionary trip. I was down there to see if Johnny, was solid, and so I did it. I did some checks, like you told me, Stevie J. We were doing a wellness check. People don't, the callers don't listen because Johnny's got a strong voice, but he's a very old man. I mean, he's very old. And I went down there to do it. I went down there to do a wellness check, and everything seemed fine. No, I had been to New Orleans. In fact, Bobby, Johnny's wife, said, wow, 30 years ago, actually more than that, 33 years ago, I went to Mardi Gras when I was a 22-year-old kid.
No way.
And then I went one time for work with my wife, and the famous part of that trip was Café du Monde for coffee and beignets, which my wife and I remember. And we discovered that weekend my wife was not feeling well, that she was pregnant with our second child. And so then she couldn't drink, which is why you go to New Orleans, I think. But anyway, so we had a great time. I had this speech to give at this conference, which went fine. And then Johnny and I kind of stumbled around like 2 old friends and went to, a very cool diner. Went out to. I finally got that steak, Stevie J.
Yes.
And then wandered around and saw what was going on, and it was great. It was. New Orleans is a fast for Americans. New Orleans is, and I lived in Europe. It's such an interesting city because you've got such eclectic things happening, and so it was very cool. I mean, it was really fun to see, and I thought I really got to get my family down here to see the sort of history and culture of it all. So it was great. It was fun.
Well, I'll tell you, Stevie, we went to St. Andrew's Mass at 7 a.m. yesterday morning, and Diane, I think I'm switching over.
Nice.
They weren't going to let me. No, they weren't going to let me switch, but Ed pardoned me from being a Presbyterian.
Oh, that's right. Exactly.
That came in handy, that pardon attorney stuff.
No, actually, Diane, the Holy Spirit was moving. We're standing around out back. Now, this church, St. Andrew's, is an incredible little church in a plain building that has been kind of New Orleans. It has all kinds of razzmatazz and angels and saints and all this stuff all over the place. Gold. Donald Trump, it looks like Donald Trump's Oval Office. And so we're standing around looking at all this, and the priest comes out, and he comes right towards us, and he's going into the back to one of the confessionals, and he says, I'm here for confessions. And then I said to Johnny, you could go in there and I'll pick you up in like 6 hours, 7 hours. We'll see how we do it. So we were very close. We were very close. But Johnny said, nah, let's go get a New Orleans breakfast instead. So, we got work to do. The Holy Spirit's going to get there.
Well,
very good.
I tell you what.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, Stevie, I got to tell you, because we got to switch real quick. Ed's got meetings. He's trying to catch up from this quick checking out of the swamp. But, Ed, we were talking about systems. This is your chance. This is our opportunity to watch the system that the Democrats have created over 50 years. Watch the California election.
Mm-hmm.
That's their system.
Yeah.
And it's slow, and it's really slow this time because I think they're like the Iranian National Guard. They're arguing, do we let this guy in now or not? But the point is, Steve, they don't know what to do, because if they take him out, the whole focus is going, wait a minute. And we're watching these rooms full of votes, Ed. There's talk about voter ID, and you have to be a citizen. Half of the votes are in a one room, 8 or 10 people control it. With our technology and California's resources, you could switch those out about 6 times in the next 2 weeks.
Right.
You could make that anything you want. Are they going to do that? No, they're not going to switch about 6. Could they? Yes. What kind of system is that? When you allow that system, same in Champaign County, same in Oregon, same in Colorado, it's over. We lose our vote. Not the Republicans. The people lose their vote. Because if you think the moderate Democrats, the conservatives, and the independents are going to sit and watch that, it's so easy. If that's the way you want to do it, you can't have a system like that. And I really think, Ed, I don't know what to say. I think they may not be able to control the people who actually pull the levers, because it's a layered, plausible deniability system that's almost the perfect crime. And there's not going to be any evidence. The ballots can still come in, Steve. It's got to be dated by the election date. But if you handwrite election day on the envelope, it counts.
Listen, they got 23 million ballots out there because they give everybody in California a ballot.
Well, it's at least 16, because they'll vote active voters, and 16 million voted in 2024. So there's at least 16 million, and they're predicting 8 million voters. So there's an 8 million vote ballot reserve that will slip through the machine and be ready.
Okay, so
that's where they are.
They're going to let Pratt in this thing, Spencer Pratt for mayor of L.A. They're going to let Steve Hilton, as the leading vote getter right now in California, to be governor, but they're not going to win.
No,
well, I don't know if they'll let him in, because I don't know, Ed, because there's always those factions that every time you think you might have a deal for the sucker Americans, they fire off into Kuwait. They're saying no. Something could go wrong. We can't let them in. So I think they're fighting over it. Go ahead, Ed. What do you think about that?
Well, Stevie J. All kidding aside, and it was fun. John and I were talking about some of the things he has patents on, and for those listeners that don't know, Johnny's background is an engineer, and so engineers always talk. We heard him saying systems, and we're talking about how design. I say the phrase "design is destiny." How you design the system is what you're going to get. You can pretend that you have a system that is going to get you free and fair elections, but if you look at the design, as Johnny said for years, the design is to allow all this stuff to happen. But here's the real question, guys. This is what we've been talking about for, 5 years? Will the Republicans that have the power do anything about it?
No.
Well, I mean, the president last night was Truth Socialing on the SAVE Act, and there was an amendment to one of the bills that would have tried to do something that got shot down, right? I mean, and then everybody said, oh, well, they tried. That was what that was. That was cover for the members. And my point on your question is the same thing that you just said, Stevie J. The system allows there to look like there are two-party elections a lot. But as Johnny and I said, you have to be very naive to think that the only people that do fraud in elections have a D next to their name. It just doesn't work that way. It says, sinners come in every color and every party. And so what I think is you're seeing, they may let Pratt in, they may let Hilton in, because they know they'll beat them. But then they'll say, even in California, a liberal place, look at how well it works. You get a contrast of ideas. You get a contrast, and you can vote. And by the way, Johnny, the thing you said yesterday that was the most powerful, remember, you said this, when you're young in America, you're conditioned, you're taught, you're brainwashed to believe in America's exceptionalism as a country where you get to vote and make your will heard. And when you don't win, you go about your business. And you're told, pat it on the head, little fella, you did a good job, but you lost. And therefore, we're going to have transgenderism, open borders, all this stuff. And you're thinking, man, I don't think my neighbors voted that way, but I'm not going to go against what I was taught my whole life.
Well, we voted for it.
Yeah, that's right. We voted for it. And so it is. The question is not what they're going to do. They're going to do what they did the last 20 times. The question is whether anyone's going to change the system.
Well, and I'll tell you, it's a shame, because we of course, across the country think, oh, those Californians are crazy. They're victims, Steve. They have these homeless. They have the crime. They can't do anything about it.
They can move,
and that they're just have to live with it or move.
Yeah,
and that's being victimized by a system that I don't think is working, and it's not serving the people the way they want to be served. And I think this is a great opportunity to look at it and just see what I'm talking about. I'm not saying you're going to see them cheating. I'm going to say you're going to see how it could be done. And remember one other thing, Ed. Every single person involved in the oversight for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks is highly partisan, possibly supported by the Democratic regime, and they're anti-Pratt and Hilton. Those are the people that will decide how this vote is delivered. Oh, they wouldn't cheat. Oh, they wouldn't defraud Medicare either.
Yeah.
Oh, they wouldn't defraud the IRS. Steve, it's too easy. That's what I've always said, and I think it's got to be fixed, or we're going to go downhill.
Ed, could you just go into your meeting and leave your phone on for me? Is that okay?
Yeah. Listen. I got a big announcement. Stevie. You're right, Stevie J. I got to go. I want to thank the listeners. I'll come on next Wednesday for sure. But listen, for the listeners all across Illinois and also on Facebook, I scouted out Johnny's home. And it's very easy. There's 4 bedrooms available anytime. Just type it's the newest Stever. The newest Stever.
There you go.
Text Stevie J. And the pool is nice. There was a little bit of pressure to have a breakfast, like some sort of yogurt, some sort of healthy thing, and I had it. But we were able to get past that. And other than that, I think it's a really good setup. So I want to encourage people. Mardi Gras, Saints football game available. Johnny's house available anytime you need it. You can text Stever to whatever number that
exactly.
was.
Johnny, hang on. Ed, go to your meeting, but
All right,
thank you.
take care,
Jump
guys.
on. Thanks. Talk to you soon.
All right, bye, Ed.
Hey, thanks, Ed. We'll talk to you soon.
What about that Ed Martin, Johnny? Pretty cool guy.
No, he's a great guy and works hard. And he was talking to the FBI people about a new, it's a Second Amendment initiative coming out of the pardon office, and he just was really supporting the group. They were having a conference.
We were talking top of the hour about America and how thankful and blessed we are to be here. And as we talk, Philo is putting up America 250 signs all over town.
Love it.
And it's, because we have naysayers and people that are just unhappy that say we're awful, can't celebrate in this environment. What's their problem? Man.
Well, there's always been those, but they've just gotten a little bit of a megaphone through the Democratic Party, so we see a lot more of it than there is. The people who want to put up the 250s are 90% of us, Steve, and even the ones who aren't doing that well know that this is their best shot, and I'm sure everybody has a beef, but no, we're proud of this country. It's a shame that we have leaders that just don't want to celebrate what we've got and actually want to tear it down. And a lot of those leaders really aren't from America. I mean, Ilhan Omar isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, and she's been anti-American since she got in. I don't know why we don't extend American citizens. I mean, you have to be born here to be in office. I'm sorry. That would help because we get a lot of this from what's the guy now running for Congress in New York who was on the side of the terrorists?
No, that's New Jersey, I think. New Jersey, the blind sheik.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's he even running for our Congress for?
So he can join Ilhan Omar to tear it down. That's why.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, okay, and that's what we do. We get sidetracked about talking about that negativity because it has an impact, and everybody knows it. So that's how they're trying to dampen our celebration, and I think it's really disgraceful.
Well, and to me, the media...
And there's always been those people, Steve, but Diane, we've gotten together at the top and said, no, we're going to celebrate, but not these people. The progressive left has to go. And I think they've used our voting system to take over the Democratic Party, and they're going to be a problem until we fix it. And really, it's up to the Democrats. They're going to have to do something.
Right.
I don't know what.
To me, the media and, people who are posting things and want clickbait, so to speak, are posting stuff that's negative just so they get people clicking on that, and it just churns and builds, and I just hate that part
Raise
of
money.
it.
They raise money from
That's
it and all
right.
that stuff. But
Well, and that's the problem. You're paying people to be negative, so they come up with this much of an outrageous statement.
The Southern Poverty, was it Legal Center?
Yeah.
Johnny, and Southern Poverty, they have absolute
Law Center,
proof.
I think.
Law Center. They have proof that they paid the KKK. They bought the wood to burn the cross. They had two people that wanted to get out of the KKK, and they kept them in for $1,200 a month to stay in it because they wanted to say, look, if you don't support us, you're going to have white supremacists burning crosses, and they paid for it.
Right.
What?
No, they paid. Well, there was no Nazi Party. It was basically bankrupt. And they said, well, who are we going to fight against? We have to protect people from racism. So we have to create racism. So they paid for it. And there wasn't proof, where's the evidence? They just defended it. They didn't deny doing it, Steve. They said, this is important for people to know the dangers.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable.
So they created it.
Yeah.
And Rick texted in.
And worse than that, what's that?
Rick had texted in, people don't want to celebrate the 250 because there are people that are only happy if they're miserable.
Well, no, that's a good. Well, they should celebrate that they're able to be miserable. Then.
Well, yeah. At least you can be miserable here if you'd like. But what did our dad say when you said Dad is there any other place to live?
Don't even think about it.
And I said that if we could somehow, and I don't know, Johnny, if they're truly people that are just doing this as an act. I just don't think we understand what we have because we've not been anywhere else. And I would invite a third world bus trip. We'll fly and then take a bus trip. You live there for a month. I don't think you'll come back the same human. I just don't think it's possible.
You should go to India for 2 weeks. We should pay every senior in high school on a government program should go to India for 2 weeks and tool around a little bit. And then they get a certificate that says completed Indian trip. You can now bitch all you want.
Yes, right.
And let's see what they say.
I think the only difference you and I have is I think you need to actually believe that the 30 days is never going to end kind of thing. I think you have to embed a little bit and now put you at a hostel in downtown Old Delhi. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. I think 2 weeks about cover it. But,
Okay.
Yeah, you might be right. The point is that people just give people a chance to understand how well we have it before they try to tear this down. And the other thing about America is we do lead the world, and it's a hope for everyone. And we could have more immigration if we would not spend all our time and resources fighting our own people from letting illegals come in, which take up all our immigration time and resources. And people who want to come in here are backlogged, and they have to go through mountains of paperwork, and they don't have enough staff to handle it. It's just a tragedy how we're managing. It's all most of the complaints are pretty much self-inflicted, but you're not going to make it perfect, but we've done as well as anyone, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah, Brother Johnny on ESPN 93.5. Ed Martin had to duck out, but he said he's going to be on next Wednesday. We can continue the conversation. But it's,
so there's a lot going on, and I don't think we're going to get much of a deal with Iran. I was hoping that they would kind of come to some sort of terms for the next 6 months, but I don't know what the
Brother Greg has just texted and said, I forgot about Old Delhi. Los Angeles is worse. Wow. That would be bad.
No, seriously, it's amazing what's happened to L.A. And Karen Bass is probably going to be the next mayor there.
No, I would expect
I don't know if they'll let those Republicans in or not, Steve, because, hey, 6 months, you never know. It's just not worth the risk. But I think they should. They should just keep doing their process, and then the two Republicans make it, and they say, yeah, well, that's our process. It's a little bit, it's fair. So that takes a lot of the heat away from someone like me who's saying, you got to change it. No, it works fine. And then, of course, the chances of them winning the general are zero.
Yeah. And I'll let you go, but remember the last time you were in India, Johnny, I think it might have been the 90s, and you had to use the restroom, and you thought there was no light in there, and you thought the floor was moving?
It was pitch black. I thought it was a little earthquake. I didn't know what was going on, but it was covered with rats, Diane.
Oh, gross.
Covered with rats.
And I'm like, it's like Willard. But they weren't climbing on me. I guess they got enough food around that restaurant. But
unbelievable.
That was really gross.
But that isn't that unusual. I'm just saying that if you've seen, smell, and are involved in that, you're going to say, well, man, I'm mad when somebody dropped toilet paper on the ground in the bathroom. Our bathrooms we think are gross.
Right.
You think the bathrooms
No.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, there's not a... Look, there was a bathroom.
Yes, it's true.
Because all over Indy, there aren't any. They go by the railroad track.
No, and you have these villages with tents and huts and boxes, and that's where everybody lives, and there's no sanitary system.
Right. And you had talked about the smell.
Oh, my gosh.
And you'll never forget that.
Remember that slab of meat?
Look, when you're going into Bombay, which is Mumbai, at about 6,000 feet, you'll smell it. You'll start to smell it. 6,000, 5,000. You're coming in for a landing.
Yeah.
And then you'll start to get the idea before the wheels hit the ground.
And you remember the women who spend their lives packing cow poop for fuel? That's all
Yeah,
they do is
works
they pack.
pretty good, actually.
Well, they burn that, but I'm saying, but that's their
Cow
hand.
patty.
That's their hand. That's what they do every single day. And then we complain because we have to go work at McDonald's for 4 hours.
Right.
I don't know. Kind of lost
That
it.
hasn't bothered me since Jurassic Park when the woman had to go through the dinosaur poop to find out what was wrong with it. So it was just a bunch of grass, Steve.
That's
right.
Well, all right, Johnny. We appreciate it.
dear.
Thanks for the special Ed Martin edition this morning. We glad you had a good time. He is a good man. There's no doubt about that. And doing a lot of stuff, man. He's in a lot of meetings, meets with the president quite a bit. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And President's busy, though. And he said with the midterms coming up, his office is slowing down. So
yeah,
he because he's not doing a whole lot of pardons
right
now.
before the
you know how that
midterm,
can
yeah,
flare up on you.
Yeah, that's right.
And,
We've got our Unity
and then-
rockets in
and then
action.
Even, what's that?
Sorry, I didn't know you had more to say. IHSA Sectional Championship has Unity Rockets baseball team in action tomorrow at 11 against St. Joseph Ogden Spartans.
And that's this class will never be matched at this
That's
high school
right.
ever again. They got second in football, third in basketball, and they're trying for a super sectional spot in baseball. Same guys, the nuclear guys, same guys.
This is sectional to go to super sectional?
Yep. And then I would think the final 8 go to Illinois Field at Dan Hartlib's home, the beautiful baseball facility we have in Illinois.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, this class of Unity is special. Yeah, we
do.
We beat them this year in the regular season. We knocked them out of the regional last year. So they're good. They're really good.
For sure.
And both the aces of the pitching staffs will be pitching for each team. It's going to be 3-2. Somebody's going to win, but I don't know who.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. I like baseball a lot better since Jacob's been playing because I've been watching.
Yeah,
but
right.
it is the sport that has the most luck in it. Because you can rip that ball, Steve, it just goes to the wrong spot.
Yeah,
or
right.
it may go the right
No,
spot.
that's right.
And don't tell me you can aim it.
Yeah, that's right. Well, remember you broke up the no-hitter in high school on your swing and speed. Remember you broke up?
Yeah, I was trying to duck our way because I couldn't read the curved ball, and it actually was a strike. But I tried to jump out of the way, and it almost hit my hand. It hit just above my fingers and went about 4 feet, and I beat it out by probably a tenth of a second. Jim Hayes had a no-hitter. That was the last inning, too. And he was like, oh, too bad. And he sent me the article about Hayes pitches one hitter.
Yeah.
And it was a pitiful, I was trying to get out of the way of a strike.
Hit the
and
bat.
it was just luck.
Yeah, and
there's that kind of thing.
That's so funny. All right, Johnny, we'll check in with you next week. Have a safe weekend. We'll talk soon.
Good talking.
Thanks for jumping
care.
on.
Sure.
Brother Johnny down in New Orleans, he and Ed Martin had a window between the 7:30 and not the 7:30 to 8, which we were planning on. So jumped on. He went into a meeting. Johnny stayed with us, and away we go. But that Southern Poverty Law Center, folks, this is the people that were fighting for us, feeding the KKK with money. feeding them, giving them money so they stay alive, burn crosses that they paid for, so that you have something to send them money for. So they're propping up stuff that would make you go, look at the white supremacists. And it's true. There's a clip of Nancy Pelosi being interviewed by someone about her saying that it was my fault. Remember the video her daughter took? It was in the January 6th. It's all my fault is what she said. Because Donald Trump had offered her the National Guard,
right,
and she didn't do it. And all she said was, oh, that's not true. You're a liar. You're a liar. Well, no, you said that. No, that's not true. That's what, just deny. Deny, deny, deny. And then people that watch the station that fits their opinion, they hear that. They don't hear any other sides.
Right.
They're not playing the Nancy Pelosi daughter video that she said that day, how it's all my responsibility. No, you're a liar. Okay.
Well, in today's day and age with the AI, you do have to second guess everything that you're seeing.
This was 2020.
This was before all of that.
This is all of that. No, this is just what you just say it's not true. You can say anything you want and say they're just lying. Don't believe that. And then you say, well, what's true? 217-359-2255. You want to jump on the Fisher National Bank text line. That's Diane Ducey.
Good morning.
I am Stevie J at 741.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians. I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne. What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit SarahChampagne.com. That's SERRA Champagne.com. All right, so Cam Buckner is a former Illini. He's a state representative in the state of Illinois. Still a pretty big fellow. I think he was a lineman.
Yeah.
But it's been 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So Cam,
defensive tackle, defensive lineman.
How did Cam Buckner get to meet the Pope? Well, Cam Buckner's from the south of Chicago.
Okay.
The Pope,
for sure.
Leo the 14th,
right,
is from the south side of Chicago.
Right, big White Sox fan.
So here's Cam Buckner handing him number 14 with Leo on the back, Leo the 14th, and giving him an Illinois football jersey.
Okay.
The Pope now has an Illinois football jersey.
Wow.
So you'll hear in here just kind of the greet and meet and all that. And then the Pope says something that shocked me. He said, I was a lineman. The Pope?
What?
I mean, he's 70 or something.
Right,
60.
for sure.
So it would have been in
the
1971. He could have played lineman for Unity. I mean, Ron Gunther was a lineman for Illinois. Remember Ron Gunther?
Yeah,
5'7", maybe. So it's just when the Pope said I was a lineman and I wouldn't want to be in front of this guy, that kind of thing. So here it is, the Pope Leo.
Does he look like a football player?
I played defensive line, but I wouldn't want to be in front of him.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Okay.
So with all the Pope stuff, I thought I'd play that.
Thank you for that.
Very cordial. I wanted to play it for Ed Martin, a devout Catholic, and didn't get to it. But yeah, that's cool. Pope Leo now has a number 14 jersey. I don't know if it'll be hanging in there.
That's right.
Probably not. Rather go in the stack, he'll fold it nicely and everything else. And I imagine the Pope gets a lot of things. But there were a lot of people that were fenced off trying to get close, but they got Cam Buckner right in there.
Okay.
Had a boy fighting Illini. We'll be talking Illinois football more and more as we approach.
Absolutely.
All right, let's play this Redbird recap. See what the Milwaukee Brewers is leading the division into June, and everybody else was within a game and a half of each other in that division.
Bird Recap is sponsored by Helitech Waterproofing and Foundation Repair. Heal your home with Helitech.
The Cardinals enjoyed an off day yesterday, and now they are back at tonight at Busch Stadium as they match up against the Cincinnati Reds. The Cardinals last played on Wednesday when they beat the Rangers 5-3, but they lost 2 of 3 in that series, and now they take on a Reds team that they recently matched up against, and Cincinnati played just 2 games against them because of rain and ended up splitting that 2-game series. Kyle Leahy will make the start tonight. He is 5-3 with a 4.25 ERA. He has won his last 3 decisions. The Reds are going to go with Brady Singer. He's 2-5 with a 6.18 ERA. The Reds lost all 5 of his starts in the month of May. In those starts, he was 0-4 with a 7.77 ERA. Also, Lars Nootbaar is expected to be activated from the injured list tonight prior to the game. 7:15 first pitch. That means our coverage begins at 6:20. For the St. Louis Cardinals Radio Network, I'm Matt Pauley.
All right, we have the Cubs in action against San Francisco with the day game from Wrigley. Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. It's a 1:20 start. You'll hear it over on US 105.9. Edward Cabrera will be pitching for our Cubs, who beat the A's yesterday 7-6. 5:40 start as Chicago White Sox will face the Philadelphia Phillies. Trending in baseball, New York outfielder 34-year-old Aaron Judge had a stress fracture on his rib. If you're wondering why he was sitting out.
Right.
Caitlin Clark, I guess, got sick at halftime yesterday. Indy's Fever ended up beating Atlanta 83-79 in that game, though. Power play and in overtime, 4 minutes in. Carolina on top 4-3 over those Vegas Golden Knights. So now that series for the Stanley Cup is tied up at a game apiece. And we have NBA Finals tonight with the New York Knicks on top 1-0. Game's at 7:30. Always fun to watch the game at Pia's 1609 West Springfield Avenue. The game's at San Antonio, I believe.
7:30, and I think that obviously the Knicks win. I think it's over. I think San Antonio will beat the Knicks tonight. They're really good. It's just 2 really good teams. So the Knicks grabbed home court advantage by winning the game 1 in San Antonio.
And we mentioned baseball, IHSA action and Unity in SJO with the game tomorrow at 11 in Monticello. If you have any comments about local teams, I feel like Central's moving on too.
Let us know.
Yeah, 359-2255. Text in on our Fisher National Bank text line.
All right, 7:48, 12 before 8 o'clock on this Friday morning is June 5, ESPN 93.5. And I'm seeing clips of Quentin Coleman, the incoming 5-star freshman.
Yeah, he was in action in Mexico with the tournament in early June.
But what I really hesitate to do anything except here's a freshman that's really good versus here's a freshman. He'll take Keaton Wagler's place. No, he won't. Don't even think about that.
Okay.
There's never been a player in the history of Illinois that has done what Keaton Wagler has done. And that you're just setting yourself up for massive disappointment.
Okay.
Keaton did whatever he did because he could. But you can't count on. I wouldn't lop that on that kid.
Right.
No way. He says, I've talked to Keaton. I'm getting an idea. And that's great. But see, let's start firstly with these summer workouts and see if you can make any baskets with these guys.
But still, a very impressive showing with those, 15 rebounds, was it?
No, he's had 15 and 10. I haven't seen game 3, and he's playing very well. His shot really isn't going in right now, but he's doing it on other ways. He's scoring, 10 points or so and getting more rebounds than points at this point. And he'll be really good. But let's see how he does in the summer with David Mirkovic and the Ivasic twins. See if he can score on those guys.
Okay.
And just, I would totally back off anything Keaton Wagler related. You can't repeat that.
He's 6'4". He looks so much like Keaton.
He just looks like when you sit at State Farm, you look down and say, "Is Keaton back this year?" I'm telling you, the same hair. He looks kind of the same, and certainly from 100 feet he does. So I just don't want that for him. Go, he's not like Keaton. Well, okay, man.
I feel like the NBA draft is June 23rd.
I think that's right.
27th or something like that. So
it can't be 4 days.
Or 23rd and 24th.
Yeah, I think so. They do one round, then 2 rounds. They only do 2 rounds. They used to have a deep NBA draft, but you never made the team, so why have it?
Right.
So it's just hard to get to play in the league. I think 2% of college players ever make the NBA.
Right.
And stick.
So Washington Wizards will have the number 1 overall pick in the draft, the 23rd and 24th in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn.
Keaton Wagler's talked to Dallas, and he said that system really would fit me, and he's got Cooper Flagg in Dallas.
That's right.
And that would be pretty cool to see 2 young players that are actually the same age.
Right.
Because Cooper Flagg went to Duke his freshman year as a 17-year-old like Kylan Boswell did here in Arizona.
6'9" and 19-year-old Cooper Flagg.
And that's 6'6" and 19 years old Keaton Wagler. So it's been such an unusual story, and we've never had this. Nobody had ever done what Keaton Wagler did because no basketball team gave freshmen the keys and let him do whatever he wanted in November.
Right.
And he got the whole season developed into what he was, and then the second half of the season they beat him up because they couldn't guard him, and that worked somewhat. But it just took a pounding. They just let that happen.
Well, of course, as Illini fans, we recognize Keaton Wagler for his game against Purdue, January 24th, where he got 46 points. In fact, we have a Navy shirt that's been signed. And if you'd like to win it, you can donate to the 4th of July and the Champaign County Freedom Celebration.
So high bidder gets that.
No, we're not doing it that style. We're just doing
$25 raffle. Okay,
and you do a $25 donation at july4th.net. We've got Illini tickets, St. Louis Cardinals vouchers for a game of your choice. There's certain blackout dates with the Cubs games or stuff like that, but all good. And then some Illini tickets and NASCAR and all kinds of things that you can win. Now, the first round of giving will be on Flag Day, June 14th, and then the next round will be on the 4th of July, right before the fireworks pop off at 9:15. So july4th.net for that opportunity to win.
Might as well. $25, you help the 4th of July, and you also have a shot to get the Keaton Wagler signed jersey. And by the way, nobody's ever done what he did at Purdue.
Unbelievable.
I mean, you're talking 70 years, 80 years, or maybe 100 years.
And the shirt shows all the places where he took those shots to get a 46-point game.
He had 18 of our first 20 in that game, and you remember as great as he was that day, we were losing 73-70 late. I mean, Purdue played great and just wasn't great enough. As Matt Painter after the game said, well, we did this. That's a win. Yeah. Not today, because Keaton Wagler had 46 in a very special performance that may never be busted, visiting team in West Lafayette. In fact, one of the other players is going to be high in the draft this year, Ubake from BYU. They told him the same day after his game, they said, Keaton Wagler just put 46 at Purdue. And he said, at Purdue? Oh. And that kid's going to go higher than Keaton in the draft. All right, check Greg's weather coming up.
When you're stuck on the road, you need help you can trust. Fast. That's where T-Pro Towing and Roadside Repair comes in. From light duty to heavy duty towing, they've got you covered 24 hours a day. With their state-of-the-art facilities, 3Cs, a division of T-Pro Towing, can repair semis to passenger cars at their Camargo facility. Service across central Illinois, including Urbana, Tuscola, and Camargo. Save their number now, 217-253-3450. That's T-Pro Towing and 3Cs. Ready when you need them, anytime, anywhere.
Looking for bold flavor and a good time just down the road? Head to Smoke and Shine Moonshine Bar and Grill on Route 45 in Tolono, where the food is slow smoked and the fun comes easy. Sink your teeth into tender brisket, juicy pulled pork, mouth-watering wings, and smash burgers done right. And don't miss what locals call the best patty melt around. Pair it all with one of their 28 flavors of moonshine. Happy hours from 3 to 5 and catch live music every Saturday night. For more updates and their full menu, like Smoke and Shine on Facebook.
Imagine what it's like for Keaton Wagler, who probably got some NIL money, but not like he's going to get. And you've got, $18,000 in your whole savings and bank, whatever it was. He got money. He didn't get a lot of money because the freshmen, they didn't expect this.
I know.
But what's it going to be like when he wakes up after the draft and whenever he gets that advance or the bonus, and there'll be $28 million in his bank account? You have to say, okay, so what do I do with this?
Yeah.
You can't.
And for a teenager.
No, listen, and he'll have all kinds of financial people. His parents are apparently awesome. So they'll take care of him. He'll be done worrying about money. Like Forrest Gump, one less thing to worry about. Money. I don't know. Okay, we check your weather this morning. Brought to you by Tuscola Chamber of Commerce. They've got the big sunset stroll tonight, 5 to 9, in beautiful downtown Tuscola, and you'll have some specials and everything else going on.
Yeah.
So don't forget tonight, 5 o'clock, you'll enjoy some great stores with some specials you'll like.
Yes. Sip and stroll and shop.
Yep.
The sunset stroll in Tuscola, 5 to 9 this evening.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is Saturday. Rain back in the forecast just about each and every day through mid-next week. And the heat and humidity are back on. Up to 86 today with increasing clouds this morning. A mostly cloudy afternoon. A couple of showers and thunderstorms over parts of the area late morning and afternoon. Southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. A couple of showers and thunderstorms this evening. And again after midnight, low down to 65. Tomorrow warm, more humid, partly sunny. And again, some showers and thunderstorms in the morning, back in for the afternoon. Highs up to around 88 in a southwest wind. More clouds and sun for the day on Sunday. Warm, humid weather. A couple of more showers and thunderstorms morning and afternoon. The high up around 85. Rain chances at 50% on Monday, 40% Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. Slight chance Thursday, nothing next Friday. And the heat and humidity are back into play at 83 on Monday, 88 Tuesday, highs into the low and mid-90s. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week, overnight readings into the 70s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
The Tuscola Chamber and Tourism Office invites you to the Summer Sunset Stroll, Friday, June 5th from 5 to 9 p.m. on Main and Sale Streets in downtown Tuscola. Grab your gals and soak up the sunset. Take a leisurely stroll through the town. Enjoy exclusive summer promotions from your favorite local shops, boutiques, restaurants, and bars. Sip, shop, and stroll your way into summer. For more information, visit Tuscola.org and find them on Facebook. Don't miss the Summer Sunset Stroll, June 5th in downtown Tuscola.
When sewer or septic trouble hits, visit Berg Sewer and Septic. Family owned and proudly serving Central Illinois, Berg specializes in sewer repair, septic service, water line repairs, sump pumps, and drainage solutions. They don't upsell, they solve the problem right the first time. From backups to breakdowns, count on Central Illinois' most trusted septic service. Berg Sewer and Septic. Dependable, honest, local. Get a second opinion you can trust. Visit bergtanksinc.com.
I love our morning routine until the water turns cold.
Maybe the water heater's not a morning person. Upgrade your mornings with a tankless water heater from Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Enjoy hot water when you need it, not just when your tank allows it. Renai tankless systems are energy smart, space-saving, and designed for real life. Call Land's Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling and make cold showers a thing of the past.
I'm Troy Lands, and you count on my company because you can count on me.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm agent Kurt Lenschow is right here in Champaign-Urbana to help you select the right protection at the right price. Kurt will make sure you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. Just call him when you want the real deal. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Get the roof your home deserves by Roof Doctors, your residential roofing specialist that has always offered the best warranties in the industry, like our non-prorated 50-year warranty. Our customers love that we are family-owned and locally operated. We make our customer needs our top priority. With over 30 years experience and the best customer service, give Roof Doctors a call today for your free estimate at 328-7529. In your community and for your community, Roof Doctors.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Getting new siding and windows is a part of good home maintenance, and it's also a way to improve your home's value and curb appeal. Kramer offers preservation siding and windows in lots of styles and colors. Shutters and trim will complete the look, and our online design tool will help you try before you buy. So start today and save 25%.
Call 217-355-2720, click on kramersiding.com, or visit the showroom in Champaign.
All right, ESPN 93.5, going to do the news and then come back with a whole another hour. Stand by. And then we get into the weekend.
Mm-hmm. So ready for that.
It's like, 15 days, 16 days until we start losing daylight and we make the turn. Unbelievable. It's so nice to have light in the morning at 5 a.m.
Absolutely.
It's just so much preferable to dark.
And we had the law enforcement torch run launch from Fisher High School today. It was fun to play the national anthem and welcome some of the sponsors and congratulate the law enforcement who's running. Yeah. We had earlier Detective Travis Wilson, who's going all like 33 miles.
He'll run all 30, whatever it is, 30 miles.
Mm-hmm.
People that do that are just, are you kidding me?
So just know we're
casual little run.
Supporting Special Olympics, and that's going on too.
All right, time for the news at 8 o'clock. You're listening to WSJK ESPN 93.5 Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, your home for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Less is more. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. That is the story in the jobs report just out this morning.
172,000 non-farm payrolls were added to the economy in May. The estimate was 85,000.
So how is double the hiring than forecast last month less? Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni also reports.
April has been revised to 179,000. The original April read was 115, and they're also revising March to 214,000 jobs.
The unemployment rate for May did not change, still 4.3%. They stayed up all night in the Senate approving a controversial funding bill just before 5 o'clock this morning.
The 52-47 vote followed a marathon series of motions and amendments to change it over the course of 18 hours. Senators approved the legislation to fund Immigration and Customs Enforcement and Border Patrol for the next 3 years.
Fox's Tanya J. Powers. No Democrats voted for the funding. They call ICE out of control and demand immigration enforcement reform, but it was approved using a process they could not filibuster and block. The Republican-led House considers it next. A bill Democrats pushed in the House passed when 18 Republicans joined them, approving new aid for Ukraine, but President Trump's threatened to veto. As Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky writes a letter to Russian leader Vladimir Putin trying to end their war.
Writing in part, I am proposing a meeting. If you do not personally come to the conclusion that it is time to end this war, Ukraine will continue fighting for its existence. We will have those who support us. The president, who hosted Putin in Alaska last year to talk about this war, is also now talking about this latest letter.
I think it would be great if they met. They should get it done.
And the Russians now say in some bulletins that are crossing that Putin has been briefed about the letter. We don't know if he wants to meet.
That's Fox's Peter Doocy at the White House. America's listening to Fox News.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire right away. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. And you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
They keep counting the votes in California days after the primaries, with about 60% of the ballots tallied. More are coming in by mail. So far, Republican Steve Hilton leads the race for governor, with Democrat Javier Becerra second. In Los Angeles, Mayor Karen Bass is ahead of Spencer Pratt. In both contests, the top two in the voting will face off in November. President Trump opposes mail-in voting, and he maintains the new acting director of national intelligence he disappointed Bill Pulte could find out more information about rigged elections. Of course, the president's long claimed he won the 2020 election, that he lost to President Biden. And in Arizona, that issue will not go away.
Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays' office says the Democrat will seek a new indictment against allies of President Trump accused of aiding in attempts to overturn the 2020 presidential election results. The move comes after Arizona's Supreme Court denied an effort to revive Mays' first indictment against them. The charges, which included fraud and forgery, accused defendants, including former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, of conspiring to corrupt the election result in Arizona by falsely claiming to be legitimate electors. A judge finding prosecutors failed to present the original grand jury with the exact text of the law defendants were accused of trying to break. Kristen Goodwin, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed. Up slightly for the Dow after the jobs report the morning after a big surge put the Dow at a record high. But the NASDAQ, it dropped slightly yesterday, and its futures are down more than 400 points. The quest for hockey's famed Stanley Cup went to overtime last night.
Goss to spare. They score! Seth Jarvis!
That won it for Carolina on ABC after a wild third period. The Hurricanes rallied from down 2-0, took a 3-2 lead. Then the Golden Knights tied it late to force OT. Carolina then won to even the series. Game 3 of the NHL final is tomorrow in Vegas. Tonight in San Antonio, Game 2 of the NBA finals. The Spurs will try to get even with the Knicks. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Here's a look at local news. Illinois Supreme Court's heard arguments in a new challenge to the state's assault weapons ban, with plaintiffs claiming the law violates constitutional protections. State's attorneys say they argue the ban necessary for public safety, a ruling expected later this year, and legal experts say that case could reach the U.S. Supreme Court. We'll keep you posted. Union Pacific's historic Big Boy steam locomotive rolled through Illinois this week as part of the Coast to Coast tour, drawing large crowds along the route. Rail enthusiasts line tracks across the state to photograph the massive engine, one of the largest ever built. The tour continues through the Midwest this month. Illinois farmers reporting one of the strongest early planting season in years. State ag officials say 94% of corn, 89% of soybeans already in the ground, well ahead of schedule. Recent rainfall has improved those soil conditions, though growers remain cautious about potential summer drought. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
Fisher, Illinois. You drive to Fisher, it's the longest hour you'll ever spend because you don't expect Fisher to be very far. But they got it going on. It's kind of hard to get there, and the people in Fisher love that.
Exactly.
Because you can keep Fisher.
Uh-huh.
A very nice small bedroom community, but if you're driving to Fisher, tank up because it's like an hour and a half.
I need to get some of that pizza Roma sometime. It looked like it was a delicious place. The hometown pizza places I just love in these towns. But I was there this morning with the law enforcement torch run starting there at Fisher High School. So home of the bunnies going on.
Bunnies up there. But anyway, it's just one of those, you just think that I'm driving to, Dewey or Mansfield. That's easy.
Mm-hmm.
A Fisher, left, right, no roads.
Yep.
No roads to lead to Fisher. But it's an awesome town, and I think that protects them.
And it's one of the first fairs out of the gate, too, as we enter fair season. And speaking of that, I know Champaign County Fair Queen pageant is going to start things off for us at the end of July, that last week of July, I should say. The Monday is, I think, July 27th when they'll have the Queen's pageant.
During our fair.
It's a new format this year.
I told Janet that. She said, well, most fairs do that. Champaign never did.
Right.
And so we always had it before. So you got prepped and then you reigned over the whole fair.
Yes.
And the big deal too is going to Springfield for the state title to reign over, I should say, the state fair, which would be next August.
So if you want to get your application in, you want to be a Fair Queen contestant or a Little Miss, which is between 6 and 9 years old, you get before now and June 10th to get that done. ChampaignCountyFair.cc for details.
All right. So we have cloudy conditions. We've had pretty dry. My little green patches are turning a little yellow, so I'm trying to water them a little bit. And so
I can't get over the Fisher bunnies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bunnies.
Actually, the football team back in the day used to have rabbit's feet on their pants or whatever when they were doing their workouts and games, and their lucky charm was the rabbit's foot, and that's essentially how the bunnies came to be, from what I hear.
Or ferocious bunnies. That sounds even better.
Yeah.
Ferocious bunnies.
And I feel like the bunny mascot is kind of like teeth out and claws up. It is a ferocious bunny.
Yeah, fast and being agile and moving around and choose down your tomato plants. Yeah, sure, no, why not?
Interesting use of words, ferocious and bunny.
Yeah, that's why I put it out there.
Because the only reaction you have when you see, oh, no. And they're hopping away, hoping somebody doesn't eat them.
Come on, bugs, let's go.
My dad was big on rabbit stew and stuff growing up.
Really?
He always, we had a whole shed full of rabbits, and he said, Diane, don't name any of them.
There's the warning. And I'm sure it tastes like chicken, right?
It did. Well, we always enjoyed that.
I mean, you think about that, and people like venison, and I know deers need to be kept in control. I get it.
For sure.
But I can't. I don't think I can shoot anything unless it was attacking me. All right? So if something coming at me, that's different than a bunny or a deer. Doe? A deer? A female deer? How can you shoot a deer?
Bambi!
Yeah, exactly. All right. We check weather brought to you by the Urbana Park District.
Folk and Roots Friday begins today with Big Groove, the old-time Appalachian fiddle banjo combo at the Lake House at Crystal Lake Park in Urbana between noon and 1. And tomorrow, some yoga in the park at Meadowbrook. Any skill level welcome. Starts at 9 a.m. So enjoy with urbanaparks.org.
Okay, meteorologist Greg Solier. If we get some rain, it's going to be here, there, and then not so much, and then here. Is that kind of what I'm reading?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some days you'll get a nice soaking. Others, maybe just enough to wreck the car and truck wash. And other days, you might have to go to Plan B for a little while. And other days, hardly a drop. That's the way it plays out here for the next probably 5 to 7 days. And we'll get something out of it. Current estimates here over the next 5 days on some of the rain gauge data here would suggest, and this is a little optimistic, but wouldn't differ with something maybe around an inch. Some of the models are suggesting 1.5 inches to 2. Others, maybe not quite as impressive. These thunderstorms sometimes have a mind of their own, but think we'll get good soaking rains here on a couple of passing through episodes between the weekend and early next week. We will need it because we'll get into this omega pattern again. Low pressure in the northwest, the northeast, the ridge over the middle part of the country. This time that means heat, and it's going to be just that around here the mid to late portions of next week. In the meantime, shower activity progressing nicely west of a line from Galesburg down to about Columbia, Missouri, raining into the northern end of the state. Couple of sprinkly showers as well. Northern Florida and Iroquois counties already. 72 at Willard and Savoy. In between the showers and thunder of the day today, which will be in here late morning and more so for the afternoon. Couple of rounds. Looks like we'll top out this afternoon at around 86 at a gusty south-southwest wind. Couple of showers and thunderstorms this evening. A break back in after midnight down to 65. Again, this late night, early to mid-morning. A break late afternoon, early evening stuff. Rain odds at 50% tomorrow. Some sun in between. Building humidity 88. Do it again. 60% chance on Sunday at 85. We'll wind it down to 50% Monday at 83. Iffy and spotty here between Tuesday and Friday next week. And here comes the heat. 88, we can deal with that with humidity on Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, temps soar into the low and mid-90s for afternoon highs. For Stevie Day Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solgay.
Greg, here's a quick rabbit story.
Yeah?
Brother Johnny had 4-H rabbits.
Uh-huh.
And this little guy was not healthy. And convulsions and
oh no,
yeah, it was kind of sad. So Johnny had to try and put it down. Back in the day, you didn't. In the '60s, you just kind of got a hammer or something.
Yeah.
So he bonked the rabbit on the head.
Yeah.
And the rabbit was fine after that.
Here's another bunny story. Back, had been mowing the lawn. That's probably about 10, 12 years ago, mowing the lawn. See this hole in the ground, didn't think of it. It's kind of like dead grass. What's this dead grass? Mowed right over it.
Yeah.
Picked up the grass. Oh, what's down there? A rabbit little colony thing. A little bunny's newly, I don't know, maybe 3, 4, 5 days old. So it was fun to watch them. But of course, it's in right proximity to the garden. So
yeah, right. Well, they eat the heck out of your garden.
Sure.
Yeah, not about that. But we called the bunny Lazarus because Jesus brought Lazarus back.
Brought him back. And really, your mowing experience, at least you didn't, go too deep or whatever.
That's right. I just, me and my lawn, man, it's got to be manicured. But I had a bunch of Lazaruses in my backyard. So.
Yeah, no, listen, they wreak havoc on any garden you want. That's for sure. But
yeah, they
just
do.
hop along. Hi, Hoppy. Okay, Greg, thank you. We appreciate
Have a
it
good
very
weekend.
much. You too, my friend. Thank you.
Brother Gary and I were talking about rabbits in our backyard the other day and bringing them up.
Got to figure out how to put a fence up that they can't get through it.
That's right.
That's tricky. And then the squirrels, let's not get started on squirrels.
I feel like that's why we put the tomato plant wires around, because it protects our plants.
Nothing protects you from the squirrel. If we ever had a military unit that was like a squirrel, you'd be undefeated. And you can't stop
It's amazing how they can get on the bird feeders.
Upside down, hanging by one.
Exactly.
It's like
wow. People have the little flinging around and have videos of that.
Yeah, well, that ain't doing it. There are people spend their life trying to come up with a bird feeder that a squirrel can't take.
That's right.
We just feed them all. It's interesting to me, too, at the bird feeder, how you have sparrows, they'll have this hour.
Yeah.
And the big old grackles, blackbirds. And then you might catch an occasional cardinals, but they don't ever mix. See? America's great. It's great. We're celebrating 250. The birds can't even assimilate like us. Come on, man.
I thought I saw I was up way early. This morning was more of a 4:15 alarm going off to head out to Fisher, but I thought I saw a lightning bug. That's always kind of a first
Don't really
sign.
see very many anymore.
I know. First sign of summer, isn't it?
Yeah, but we used to have lightning bugs everywhere. And then people used to catch them and grab the little light and pretend they had a ring on.
And there's a thing for you.
Killed them.
Is it lightning bug or is it firefly?
I think it can be both.
Depending on where you
But what
live.
has happened to the lightning bug? I have to AI that one. All right, check sports headlines.
All right, we have our St. Louis Cardinals in action. That's using Kyle Leahy on the mound, and it's at Busch. I feel like there's a promotion. I don't have my thing handy, but Cincinnati Reds with Brandy Singer on the mound.
Brady Singer.
Brady.
Yeah, and Cincinnati has
Thank you for that.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Brandy,
Ellie De La Cruz has got he's got Scott Boras as his agent. So the chances of Ellie being in Cincinnati long term probably aren't so good. He's more like a Dodger. He's going to be kind of a big city, big money guy
And
when
wasn't
he's eligible.
Your son-in-law Jacob a roommate of his at one?
Not a roommate, but played through AA, AAA, and the bigs with Ellie De La Cruz, and a really nice guy. And then they made the baby announcement at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, and Jacob was hitting a ball that would explode into blue or pink. It was pink, but Ellie was kind of trash talking Jacob. Jacob, don't miss. And he did. He smoked. He hit it really hard.
Man, it was awesome. The Cubs over the A's 7-6 yesterday, and so from Wrigley we'll have Edward Cabrera on the mound for the Cubbies and Robbie Ray for the San Francisco Giants with a 120 start over on US 105.9. 5:40 for the first pitch. Chicago White Sox face Philadelphia's Phillies. Learning more about New York Yankees outfielder Aaron Judge and this stress fracture on his rib that's going to have him sitting out. IHSA Sectional Championship tomorrow with the Unity Rockets and St. Joseph Ogden Spartans at 11 a.m. tomorrow in Monticello. We'll see who progresses on in their quest for state at Illinois Field in Champaign. A power play 4 minutes in overtime. NHL Stanley Cup Series is turning out to be so fun. Carolina beat Vegas 4-3 yesterday. And with the Knicks up 1-0 in San Antonio to take on the Spurs, the NBA Finals continue tonight at 7:30.
The decisions we make today and throughout our life impact our financial future. Home ownership is among the top financial decisions, but is it right for your situation? Well, as we celebrate American Housing Month in June, Busey recommends you consider some things before making a housing decision. Number one, how long are you going to be there? Experts recommend at least 3 years if you plan to purchase. The longer you stay, the greater the benefit, of course, of buying over renting. Risk: are you financially secure to weather a drop in home prices? Consider also on the finances, how much can you afford? If you get pre-qualified, that's just a perfect position. You walk into a home you can afford, you can make a move quickly, and it might be the difference between you getting it and not. Mortgage rates: research online, get in touch with your lender, find out what the current rates look like and what that means every single month. And listen to your heart. Do you want to achieve the dream of home ownership? If you're ready, checking your credit score, Busey will provide credit report consultations. Busey can get you pre-qualified, pre-approval, I think you can shop for your home knowing all of your options with free pre-qualifications from Busey. If you're ready to take the next step, you can partner with Busey for the resources you need to turn your dream of home ownership into reality. You can call them 1-800-67-BUSEY. Ask which mortgage loan program is right for you, or visit Busey.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Don't forget tonight at Tuscola, they're going to do that sunset stroll. If you want to be part of that, starts at 5, goes till 9. There's going to be a lot of specials in these downtown stores, all kinds of perks, and you might discover your new favorite store.
Yeah, I love the little cocktails and crafts that they have in Tuscola. Sunset Stroll is 5 to 9
That's
downtown.
coming up tonight. You bet. They bring us our weather. Our meteorologist again, Greg Solier. Look here and there, a little rain. We kind of need it. It's kind of dry. It's 8:19.
Well, again, everyone, let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is Saturday. Rain in the forecast. Opportunities to improve. This is a flash drought pattern in areas here on northward, and there's more heat and humidity in store for later next week. So the rainfall much needed. Up to 86 today with increasing clouds this morning, a mostly cloudy afternoon, and a couple of showers and thunderstorms break out as the late morning and more so afternoon wear on. Gusty southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. For tonight, a couple of showers and thunderstorms this evening, and again after midnight, low down to 65. For the day tomorrow, warm or humid, partly sunny, showers and thunderstorms around in the morning and more so for the afternoon tomorrow. The high around 88 and a southwest wind down near 74 tomorrow night. Rain chances up to 60% on Sunday. More clouds, the sun, warm, humid weather. Highs up to around 85. It'll be a 50-50 crack at rain chances Monday, 40% Tuesday, nothing Wednesday, slight chance Thursday. High temperatures into the lower 80s on Monday, 88 Tuesday, low and mid 90s Wednesday through Friday of next week. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
I'm Elizabeth McDonald, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Job growth was stronger than expected last month. Economists were predicting around 80,000 new jobs created in the month. Instead, there were 172,000, and the unemployment rate remained at 4.3%. Also, April's job growth was revised higher to 179,000. Hiring appears to have rebounded after cooling in winter months, though it could also make it more difficult for the new Fed chair, Kevin Warsh, to lower interest rates. Walmart is testing Subway sandwich delivery with your order from the retailer. It'll offer customers the option of 30-minute delivery from 1,400 Subway locations inside stores this summer. When shoppers choose the 1-hour express delivery for a fee, they can also include an order from Subway. That's your Fox Business Report. I'm Jenny Coselda. Invested in you.
Most investments today feel like second jobs. Real estate, you're a landlord. Stocks, you're a day trader. Crypto, you're a full-time researcher. You've got a life to live. Your investment should help you live it. That's why more Americans are choosing gold. Noble Gold has helped thousands protect their future with real physical gold. Visit NobleGoldInvestments.com to get your free wealth protection kit. That's NobleGoldInvestments.com. Past performance may not be indicative of future results. Investing in precious metals, including gold, involves risks. Consult with your tax attorney or financial professional before making an investment decision.
At Busey Wealth Management, we're proud to partner with individuals, families, and foundations, ensuring possibilities become achievements. From preserving and enhancing your assets to securing your legacy for future generations, we're focused on your success. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini, member FDIC.
Jesse Stevens with Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. One of the most common questions we hear is, why does this line keep backing up? Clearing the drain fixes the symptom, but there's often an underlying issue. At Lands, we clear the line, then run a camera to help confirm what's behind the problem. You decide what to do next with confidence. Call 355-5512 for Lands Drain Cleaning and Underground Solutions. Why call anyone else?
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Fighting Illini football season tickets are on sale now. After selling out season tickets last year, the Illini are gearing up for an even bigger 2026. Under head coach Brett Bielema, the Illini have stacked the most wins in back-to-back seasons in program history, and the momentum isn't slowing down. Season tickets start at just $16 per game. Be part of the action, the energy, and the Illini family. Don't wait. Get your 2026 Illinois football season tickets before they're sold out at fightingillini.com.
What is most important to you in your life? This is Eric Boland with Provident Financial Group. Whether you're launching a career, raising a family, planning for retirement, or creating a legacy, we can help. At Provident, we provide strategic thinking and perspective that help clients like you realize their goals. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or find us online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Hi, this is Michelle Lake with the Philo Exchange Bank. At Philo Exchange Bank, we believe that banking should feel personal. Whether you bank online or stop in to see our friendly team, we are here to support your financial goals every step of the way. Visit us at any one of our locations in Philo, St. Joseph, Allerton, Broadlands, or at our newest branch in Tolono, opening this spring.
Philo Exchange Bank, hometown community banking since 1883. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Former Illini Terrence Shannon Jr. of the Minnesota Timberwolves about Ben Quattrone from Sarah Champagne.
What kind of friend has he been?
Unbelievable. Ever since I came to this dealership, me and Ben had interactions. He's been a great person this whole time. It still is. I always would recommend him to anybody about a car or anything. He's always going to be there for you no matter what. He always be behind you. He's just a great person.
Visit sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com. You've heard about the doggy bag, right? From Bulldog Disposal Muhammad, a 6 cubic yard canvas bag that can be used for easy cleanup instead of a big dumpster. The one-time use bag is now available and you can save the delivery charge. Get the doggy bag at Do It Best Hardware in Champaign at 107 West Springfield. So fill up the bag, call Bulldog Disposal, have it disposed of, and you'll be organized. Go to bulldoggybag.com for all the details. That's bulldoggybag.com. Yeah, we'll be giving one of those away, including a haul over $200 value on Stever next week.
Nice.
All right, ESPN 93.5, 825. Nick Saban talking about the whole NIL and all of that. The former, he's former Alabama. And he's former LSU. And he's former Michigan State coach. And former Miami Dolphin coach. So Nick Saban's been around a long time. And so he's talking about legislation. This whole evil NIL and all these things that have been going on. That's what he is talking about. So let's just listen to see what...
This is when he was talking to Congress?
This is just what he said yesterday.
Okay.
But remember, Alabama played Indiana in the national playoffs. And Indiana beat them 34-3. That's a blue blood. You don't do that to a blue blood.
Let me give you the history. My first year we had collective at Alabama, $2.7 million. Next year, $7 million. Next year, $10 million. I retired. Next year, $17 million. Next year, $24 million. Now you have schools that have close to $40 million rosters. So if we continue to do that, we're going to lose Olympic sports. We're going to lose non-revenue sports. We're going to lose scholarships. And basically what's going to happen is you're going to have football and basketball succeed, and we'll have club sports for everything else.
Well, maybe. But here's what I think agitates the people like that is that now it's kind of an even playing field. And the Illinois of the world can pop up because they can raise money too. I would say that there were a number of schools that were paying their players underneath the table.
Right.
And they always got boy, he's a good recruiter. No. Well, they might have been a good recruiter with cash. That'd been going on forever. So now it's all of a sudden equal playing field, and all of a sudden all those blue bloods are going, what the heck is going on, man? Well, they got more money. What? Yeah, they got a billionaire, alumni. And so now it's just go raise money.
Right.
Well, what about transfer? I know. Listen, it's changed everything. Do I like it? Not necessarily. I'd like to see guys come back for at least 2 years. And here at Illinois, it's going to be fun because we're going to actually know our players from last year and like them. It's so nice. But to say, we got to settle this thing because we have to have limits and caps and all the other guys aren't going to cheat. I'm sorry, that's just the culture. It's important. It's $1 billion industry now. So the kids are getting rich, whatever. I'm fine. If I could have, listen, if you're a coach, you want to go do that, go do that. If you want to be an athlete, that good, very hard. And why wouldn't you try and get everything you can?
Yeah.
But is it different? Yeah. It's a culture change? Yeah. Do you like it? Maybe not. But that's what we did. So now that it is, I say everybody's everybody and you can raise as much as you want. And if a kid gets $5 million or whatever, that's what they get.
Well, and to me, the genie's out of the bottle. I mean, we've got NIL out now, so what can we do?
You know, Thomas Isevich at the Gordyville spent $12,000 on items. He bought two $6,000 jerseys that were signed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice and generous, and I'm sure he has it. But that was nice. All of a sudden, so what's a player? He must be doing extra hours at Dairy Queen or something to raise that kind of money.
You don't think of it that way.
It's just, you think about all the great players that have come to college basketball, and they're going, man. And same with every sport.
Yeah.
When they all made $50 to play basketball in the NBA, and now it's just, that's the way it goes.
Well, didn't they want to try to get some money and do a lawsuit or something? And what was the LSU coach's name that said, yeah, we used to go in the back door to make our deals.
Yeah, now we just come in the front.
Yeah, we just come in the front.
Yeah, that's the...
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That guy. All right, we're going to come back. We got another half hour to go of the program. 217-359-2255. You want to jump on the Fisher National Bank text line, you're welcome to do that. We'll be right back. We'll check your news, weather, sports, all coming in the final half hour of the week. It is Friday, June 5 at 8:30.
Looking for a great place to relax, grab a bite, and have some fun? Head to the Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. This well-furnished hometown tavern has something for everyone. Enjoy great food, a full bar, and a welcoming, family-friendly atmosphere. Step outside to the outdoor patio, challenge your friends on the golf simulator, or check out the full game room. Whether you're stopping in with the kids for dinner or meeting friends for a drink and some gaming machines, Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill is the place to be. Ambrose Sports Bar and Grill in Villa Grove. Good food, good fun, and good times waiting for you.
Fox News, I'm Therese Crowley. Gangbuster May jobs report double the expected 172,000 jobs added. President Trump heads to battleground Wisconsin after winning the Battle of Border Protection, a Senate all-nighter to fund Customs and Border Protection without Democrats' help.
The yeas are 52, the nays are 47. This bill...
As Iran reviews the latest U.S. peace proposal from the president.
We're going to win on paper, or we're going to win military.
California is still counting primary votes, Republican leads being whittled by Democrat mail-in ballots. As U.S. Attorney Bill Essayli spearheads another huge drug raid on L.A.'s MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park has devolved into an open-air drug market, and so we want them to know that the feds are here with LAPD. The days of using drugs at the park are over. No more. No mas.
Targeting fentanyl, over a dozen arrests. America is listening to Fox News.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution, subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC, member FINRA, SIPC. MSTC and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
I'm Taylor Reefstack.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Reefstack. I'm the co-owner of Shimmer & Chic Boutique.
We are a women's clothing boutique in downtown Tuscola. We specialize in unique women's fashions. We have a wide range of tops, dresses, jeans, and accessories.
We have a huge Tuscola Warrior Room, women's, men's, children's, unique items.
Shimmer & Chic Boutique is located at 101 North Main Street in downtown Tuscola.
Hey golf cart shoppers, tired of the same old golf cart shopping experience? Come over to Midwest Carts in Tuscola, Illinois, where customers rave about unbeatable pricing, massive selection, and full service done right. As the largest Denago golf cart dealer in Illinois, they've got premium new models plus 20 to 30 quality used carts ready to roll at any time. And the best part? Free delivery on new carts anywhere in Illinois or Indiana. Midwest Carts, Tuscola, Illinois. Find them at mwcarts.com.
Here's a look at local news. Union Pacific's historic Big Boy steam locomotive rolled through Illinois this week as part of the Coast to Coast tour, drawing large crowds along the route. Rail enthusiasts lined tracks across the state to photograph the massive engine, one of the largest ever built. The tour continues through the Midwest this month. Illinois farmers reporting one of the strongest early planting season in years. State ag officials say 94% of corn, 89% of soybeans already in the ground, well ahead of schedule. Recent rainfall has improved those soil conditions, though growers remain cautious about potential summer drought. Illinois Supreme Court's heard arguments in a new challenge to the state's assault weapons ban, with plaintiffs claiming the law violates constitutional protections. State's attorneys say they argue the ban necessary for public safety, a ruling expected later this year, and legal experts say that case could reach the U.S. Supreme Court. We'll keep you posted. You're locally up to date from the Stevie J Broadcasting Newsroom. I'm Jim Miller.
All right, thank you, Jim. Weather brought to you by the Tuscola Chamber of Commerce. Don't forget their Sunset Stroll tonight between 5 and 9. All kinds of great deals at these great young businesses that are really flourishing. Downtown Tuscola for the Sunset Stroll tonight, brought to you by the Tuscola Chamber of Commerce. All right, weekend weather. See what meteorologist Greg Solier has for us.
Look at everyone. Let's check weather for Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana Saturday. Rain back in the forecast just about each and every day through mid next week. And the heat and humidity are back on. Up to 86 today with increasing clouds this morning. A mostly cloudy afternoon. A couple of showers and thunderstorms over parts of the area late morning and afternoon. Southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour and gusty. A couple of showers and thunderstorms this evening. And again after midnight, low down to 65. Tomorrow warm, more humid, partly sunny. And again, some showers and thunderstorms in the morning, back in for the afternoon. Highs up to around 88 and a southwest wind. More clouds and sun for the day on Sunday. Warm, humid weather. A couple of more showers and thunderstorms morning and afternoon. The high up around 85. Rain chances at 50% on Monday, 40% Tuesday, nothing Wednesday. Slight chance Thursday, nothing next Friday. And the heat and humidity are back into play at 83 on Monday, 88 Tuesday. Highs into the low and mid-90s. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday next week. Overnight readings into the 70s. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Reporter, or put reporter in quotes according to Nancy Pelosi, approached the former powerful Speaker of the House asking about January 6th. Nancy was not happy.
Pelosi, last time I asked you about January 6th, why you turned the National Guard away on January 6th, you told me to shut up and that I was repeating Republican talk.
To shut up again because you're speaking lies. And I'm
You're right here on the record saying, no, I'll admit it.
No, I did not admit it.
You did admit it. You said it's my fault. Deny.
The president never would agree to send the National Guard. Don't waste your time or mine on you.
Why was your daughter filming you on January 6th?
Why don't you get away?
Why don't you get away from me? My daughter wasn't. You're lying.
Get away.
These are just questions the American people want answers to.
No, you know what? I don't even think you're a real journalist. You work for Mike the Pillow Man.
Actually, I do, and
Mike
we're
the
very
Pillow
proud.
Man. Don't consider that journalism. Mike the Pillow Man, that's not journalism. I don't have any reason to talk to you.
He'd love to give you a free pillow.
I should record. Love to give you a free pillow. You know that you are not a real journalist. You work for Mike the Pillow Man, and all you do is spout untruths.
Okay.
Get away from me.
You can insult me all you want, but
Get away from me.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Congresswoman. We'll give you my pillow so you can have a nice sleep tonight.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was contentious.
86-year-old Nancy Pelosi, still fiery.
Yeah, not very polite. Because, I didn't say that. You did.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do. The sky is cloudy. No, it's not. It's sunny. No, it's cloudy today. It's sunny. Shut up. I'm not talking to you. You're with Mike the Pillow Man. just dizzying. We'll see what happens in Los Angeles. Spencer Pratt is the guy that's trying to upset Karen Bass. Not going to happen. But I think he gets in the runoff. But then again, 40% of the vote has not been counted. In California, they're still waiting on ballots, and as long as it's postmarked. By the way, do you see regular postmarks on your envelopes anymore? Because I do not.
Right.
So whatever that is, I don't know.
Maybe they just eliminated that stuff.
And so I'm to believe that 40% of millions and millions of votes were comparing signatures. Do I believe that?
Right.
I just don't. Sorry. And so I think that the conversation is, do we let them in now or just blow them away in November? Yeah. Anyway, and you can harvest votes. What does that mean? You go door to door. Don't you want to vote for Karen? Sure. Okay, thank you. What's that? Huh. I don't know. Listen, I think we should.
There's got to be a way.
There is a way. But why would you make a way when you need a little flex? Why do you think that the major cities have water leaks and things? They need to know what the number is. How many do we need? It's just as blatant as can be. Nobody wants to believe it. The system is way too loose. Republicans have thwarted. They had a chance to Save America Act where you have to show ID. That's a 88% issue. Maybe 78% for Democrats. 90% for Republicans. It's a good idea. They essentially, somebody bringing something into us?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it Donut Day today with the Salvation Army?
I think so.
Parlor Donuts?
Who's bringing it?
Could be Aaron. Aaron, I think.
Okay, so anyway, we always accept donuts here.
Donuts! Yeah! Hey, it's Kelly from Channel 3! How are you? We're live on the air, so you can set the donuts here.
You want to say hi, Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, why
Kelly's
not?
an anchor for Channel 3.
Yes,
Hi, good morning.
I actually know where you went to school.
Okay.
Really?
I do.
Okay, let's see how Stevie J is on his trivia.
Kelly, who's been here 2 years?
No.
Year.
1
years?
year.
1 year. Okay. Well,
1 year and a couple of days.
I guess I should hold this information, but I shouldn't because we don't care for Ann Arbor here.
Oh, Michigan.
Listen, I said.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm from Michigan, but I didn't go to Michigan.
But you cheered for the Wolverines.
I went. I do.
I know. And you know what? If I go to Ann Arbor, I'm going to cheer for Illinois.
That's right.
So
but you have to be true to who you are.
Absolutely.
Right?
I agree with
and
it.
And you can't be a fair weather fan.
I was near you at the Illinois-Michigan game.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and I said, you know what? I'm salty because we lost.
But you know what?
We got crushed.
I cheered for both teams because good basketball is good basketball.
Yeah, but there wasn't great basketball because Michigan was ridiculous. They were really good. They won the national title.
Hail to the victors.
I was really promoting. Dun, 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 dun. I was really hoping Dusty May would get another job. We need to get him out of Ann Arbor because he's real.
He's very real.
He's really good.
He's relatable. He's what Michigan encompasses.
I need Juwan Howard back.
Oh, Fab Five. Yep. That is the name of our blended family.
I need Juwan Howard back because that wasn't going very well, and we'd never lost to Michigan like 9 times in a row.
Notice I went back to Fab Five.
That's right.
I was in the assembly hall during all of that, and that team was ridiculous as well. Donut Day in America. Enjoy the donuts on the Salvation Army and Jay Lehman.
Yes, and he's on our team here on ESPN 93.5. Jay Lehman is terrific. He's one of the board members for the Salvation Army.
I am too.
Oh, you are?
I am too. That's why I'm here.
Well, Kelly, why do you like news and why do you like anchoring?
Wow. Well, I love to be a trusted source and voice and informing the community. It's something I wanted to do since I was 8 years old.
Wow. That's crazy. Well,
sure.
You have a face for television. Good news for that.
Thank you. Well, may I just add that I came here from radio?
Yes.
Well, you can tell good broadcasters start in radio.
Hello.
I believe that. How many years were you in radio?
The last 9 years.
Wow.
Right.
So you came from Radio News?
I did.
In
I was the news director.
Ann Arbor?
No, Alabama.
Really? You don't have any Alabama in you. So you were
you're
raised
fine.
in the Detroit area. Detroit, you have the...
Well, my career, I'm in my 26th year. So my career has taken me in different countries and different states.
Need to see some.
You started when you were 10.
No, you can't. I'm sorry.
So your vocal,
love you so much.
exactly. Your vocal
I've,
imprint comes though from my vocal coach back at EIU. Said between like 8 and 14 years old is when you get your vocal imprint. So you were in Michigan in those years.
You were
so
not.
you didn't. Alabama didn't really rub off on you as far as your.
You're not 26 years in the business. I'm sorry.
No, I started in 2000.
Right.
I started in Yuma, Arizona. Then I went to Billings, Montana. Then I went overseas to Tirana, Albania, Brussels, Belgium.
What?
Then San Diego, Kansas City, and Mobile.
Otherwise, no travel.
Wait, may I just add one thing?
Yeah.
I think it's so important to go different places because you gather diverse experience. You meet all types of cultures and people and ways.
That's
and
great.
so you
Yeah,
can
great.
better
Yeah,
you can better serve
absolutely.
your community.
We talked about that this morning, how America might have lost a little appreciation for what we have here.
Hello,
And you
yes.
ought to go to India for, say, a month and see what they're doing.
Listen, living in Albania, you think you
probably
know
get a little bit about
you
that,
think you
yeah.
know what doing without looks like. But I
Wow.
know you're doing well with these donuts. How beautiful are they?
Well, they're beautiful. we know Parlor.
They smell so good.
They are.
But we know how Parlor Donuts go. We're friends with Pat Snack, the owner, and all that. And we know we need to get a knife and cut these into fourths.
Right. They're so good. Everyone wants to taste all of that. so-
Yes.
Well, Kelly,
and there's so much of a nice variety on Donut Day here. And actually, we've had Captain Kenyon Civils in. I saw his wife Melissa yesterday when I was at the pastor's luncheon at Vineyard Church. I saw Happy Lehman, Jay Lehman's.
Hey, Happy's great.
He's terrific. Anyway, we were talking about the need for more volunteers with the Salvation Army. They've got some terrific summer camps and things like that for our youth. Of course, there's services for veterans. There's places to get food. There's the canteen run. So all the things. I'm all about the Salvation Army. And Captain Kenyon Civils, we appreciate him and his team. And now, Kelly, you're on the board, and thank you for that. One of the things that's trending right now, I'm helping the Champaign County Freedom Celebration promote the 4th of July, and of course, Tolono Fun Day with my hometown. And we all want Jennifer Roscoe to be in the parade because she's retiring.
What?
You didn't hear?
I have not heard that.
After, I think, 37 years.
I think she would be fantastic, and she's such.
37
Can I just
years.
tell you, she's even better in person.
Oh, I know.
She's
Jennifer,
even
yeah.
better in person than
Yeah.
she is on air.
37 years?
Yeah, she's been
she
on
was an
34.
intern.
Yeah.
I mean, if you date back that way.
I was an intern at Channel 3.
You were?
You know what they
I
did?
worked there, too.
You
But
did?
do you know what a Code 10 is?
No.
That's what I did. I was the Code 10 guy. That's the guy that's so worthless, he goes and gets the hamburgers. Seriously.
And
Yeah.
with you having the Dunkin' Donuts and the Baskin Robbins right there.
No. It was
dangerous.
Dick Adams cheeseburger, ketchup, and pickles for Dick Adams, who was there for like 60 years.
Yeah.
And I was the guy that they could say, go do Code 10. It sounded official, but that just said, hey, you, worthless, go get the burger. That's what we had. Well, Kelly,
But you were happy to be in the room, though.
I was happy to be in the room. I learned that I wasn't a news guy. I was more personality.
Yes.
Because I just didn't like the negative and the boring part of the news.
And that's how I was when I was in TV. It was early in college where they wanted me to cover an accident, and it was bad. And I didn't want to see.
Kind of more with up with people kind of
Right.
thing. Anyway, Kelly, congratulations on doing such a good job as the anchor at Channel 3. Thank you for bringing the donuts. Thanks for your support of the Salvation Army. And
It's my pleasure, and thank you for welcoming me to Philo because I had to GPS it. I had no idea where I was
look
going.
in the water tower. It's the center of the universe.
Yes, and Kevin Leidy probably has it on his drone report for the weather.
It's center of the universe.
Yes.
So anyway,
Kelly Finley.
come
Yay.
back sometime. We'd love to have you anytime. But we appreciate you coming by. These things smell ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's
I know.
crazy.
It's awesome.
Hey, thanks for coming. We really appreciate it.
Good
Kelly
job,
Finley,
Kelly.
Channel 3 for the Salvation Army, ESPN 93.5. We're talking with Riley Kachaturian, realtor with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. Do you envision being friends with the people that you close houses with? I mean, does that keep going?
Oh, absolutely. I love getting to check back in with them a couple weeks after, a couple months after, a year later. It's a really cool part that we get to stay with them and be a resource for them, but also to get to be a friend.
All right, as a real estate agent, it's kind of a 24/7. You're thinking about stuff. You got to make this call. You got to check on these questions, and that's okay?
Yeah, I think it's a job that really is kind of a lifestyle. People are trusting you with something really big, and so you want to be available, be ready when they have a question or they're freaking out about something. I want to be the person they text so I can reassure them or provide information.
Riley, how can people reach you?
They can find me online at rkachaturian.coldwellhomes.com or via phone 217-552-5055.
Craving something delicious and a place to kick back? Hit the road to Roadrunner Station in Camargo. They're serving up handmade wood-fired pizzas that are bursting with flavor in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. Bring the whole crew, enjoy the bar, check out the gaming room, and make a night of it. And you've got to try their specialty pizzas, like the fully loaded Everything But the Tractor, or the sweet and savory Hawaiian Hitchhiker. Great pizza, great vibes, and great times at Roadrunner Station in Camargo.
When your operation can't afford downtime, call the people who treat your business like their own. At Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights, you're working with over 150 years of combined industry experience, handling everything from on-site repairs to complete turnkey facility solutions. Call Richard and Selena for your next project, whether it's custom fabrication, emergency field repairs, or full system installation. They're also your local dealer for Chief Grain Systems. Call 217-574-5050. Freedom Fabrication and Millwrights. Experience you can count on. People you can trust.
Actually, I called the provider. It was just going to be a while before I could have service, and I couldn't wait, so I was recommended to Classic. Professionalism, their dependability, credibility, and the service technicians, I wouldn't ever call anybody else.
I truly believe that after people have experienced other companies and then given us a try, they can clearly see the difference.
Visit ClassicPlum.com. You have money laying all around your house. You just don't know it. And no, I don't mean selling your great-grandma's good china. I mean all the old metal items you don't want to use or get rid of. Don't pay someone to haul it away. Bring it into Max Twin City Recycling and get paid to have it taken off your hands. They love new customers and are more than willing to walk you through their process step by step. Come check them out at 2808 North Lincoln Avenue in Urbana.
Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Everyone knows when you turn the key and the car won't run? Call 367-9481 for PDR Automotive. But did you also know that if you don't have a key and you need it to run, call 367-9481. PDR now performs key cutting with programming. PDR also performs module cloning. Cloning makes that module plug and play, in many cases allowing you to utilize a used module where a new module is no longer available or very expensive. Remember, they are what's best for your truck or car. They are PDR.
You ever notice how 1 yard on the block just looks better? Since 1977, Spring Green has been the locally owned neighborhood lawn care, pest control, and tree care expert right here in Central Illinois. Not cookie-cutter treatments, real tailored care from professionals who live and work where you do. So your lawn, greener, your trees, healthier, your backyard, ready for everything spring throws at it? Visit spring-green.com and see what your yard's been missing. Spring Green, local, trusted, growing strong since 1977.
328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 24 hours every day. Tapman's Towing. 328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 328-2424. Tapman's Towing. 24 hours every day. 328-2424. We have pull and we're hooked on you. Tapman's Towing.
Looking for something truly unique? Discover Sweet Petunia at the Tuscola Mall, where vintage charm meets modern style. With over 100 vendors and consigners across 16,000 square feet, you'll find antiques, collectibles, home decor, and one-of-a-kind furniture you won't see anywhere else. It's bright, clean, organized, and surprisingly affordable. From timeless treasures to seasonal finds, there's always something new waiting for you. Come explore Sweet Petunia in the Tuscola Mall. Your next favorite piece is already here.
Hello again, everyone. Let's check weather for East Central Illinois. Champaign-Urbana is Saturday. Rain in the forecast. Opportunities to improve. There's a flash drop pattern in areas here on northward, and there's more heat and humidity in store for later next week. So the rainfall much needed. Up to 86 today with increasing clouds this morning, a mostly cloudy afternoon, and a couple of showers, thunderstorms break out as the late morning and more so afternoon wear on. Gusty southwest wind 15 to 25 miles per hour. For tonight, a couple of showers, thunderstorms this evening, and again after midnight, low down to 65. For the day tomorrow, warm or humid, partly sunny, showers and thunderstorms around in the morning and more so for the afternoon tomorrow. The high around 88 and a southwest wind down near 74 tomorrow night. Rain chances up to 60% on Sunday. More clouds, the sun, warm, humid weather. Highs up to around 85. It'll be a 50-50 crack at rain chances Monday, 40% Tuesday, nothing Wednesday, slight chance Thursday. High temperatures into the lower 80s on Monday, 88 Tuesday, low and mid 90s Wednesday through Friday of next week. For CVJ Broadcasting, I'm meteorologist Greg Solier.
Hi, Ellen Hook here, owner of your local Ashley. Get a free adjustable base with the purchase of a mattress over $14.99 and finance up to 6 months with no interest. Right now at Ashley. Massage chairs, mattresses, patio furniture, and more, all on sale. Plus, take an extra 50% off clearance items. Every item in the store is on sale, including name brand mattresses like Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Simmons Beauty Rest, Sealy, and Ashley. Your entire home could be furnished for as low as $49 a month with no interest, only at Ashley. Located at 602 West Anthony Drive, Champaign.
Well, nice of Kelly Finley to drop in from Channel 3. And again, thank you to Salvation Army for Donut Day, getting those parlor donuts.
Yes.
Delicious and smell maybe even better.
That's right. I know there's strawberry and chocolate and sprinkles and all kinds of things to dive into. In case you're near our studios, you can pop on by here in downtown Philo.
You need a permit to give out food, Diane. Just kidding.
You do?
No, you don't. I'm just kidding. No, come by. Please take one of these donuts in Philo.
Center of the universe.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thanks, Diane.
Enjoy your weekend.
All right, that's Diane Ducey. I am Stevie J. Thank you for listening. Meet you back Monday. Have a blessed weekend.
Shop Urbana's Market at the Square, going on now through the end of October, 7 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, at Illinois and Vine. A vibrant market connecting community with local food growers and producers, strengthening our local food economy and providing access to local artisans, serving the community at a gathering place at Illinois and Vine. Such a great variety of fresh, healthy, local, high-quality foods. Shop Urbana's Market at the Square. To learn more, visit urbanamarket.org. Looking for a warm, welcoming place to relax in Tuscola? Stop by Hometown Grounds, where great coffee and great company come together. They're proudly serving Mad Goat coffee, so you can enjoy a rich, delicious cup while catching up with friends. And if you've got kids, no problem. There's a special play area where they can have fun and you sit back and relax. Hometown Grounds is a gathering place for the whole community and perfect for meetings. Come see what everyone's talking about in Tuscola. Visit hometowngroundscoffee.com and plan your visit today.
Ball 4. Blue, timeout. Bobby, what's the dealio? You've watched 3 straight batters.
Skip, I bought my wife a kitchen package of appliances, and I just realized I got them from a store that doesn't have a service department.
Oh, for the love, Bobby. I'm going to have to go to the pen, bring in Paul Reekin from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
Hey guys, Bobby, when you go shopping for a new appliance, you need to buy from a store that has service.
That's Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
At Dick Van Dyke, we have our own certified techs to take care of any issues that pop up after the sale is over.
Kind of like a closer to seal up the win?
Exactly.
I can feel the stress leaving my body, Skip.
Now you're leaving the game, Bobby. Paul, you're in.
Okay.
Next time, leave the hot dogs in the dugout.
But they're just too good, Skip. Wow.
Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. We stand behind what we sell. We offer so much more. Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. When you buy from us, you get the whole store.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
Boating is back at Crystal Lake Park, 206 West Park Street in Urbana. The lake will be open for boating Saturdays and Sundays in May from noon to 7. Beginning May 28th, boating is open Thursday through Sunday from noon to 7. You can rent a paddle boat, canoe, or kayak for an hour or a half hour. The rental fee covers life jackets and must be worn. All major credit cards, cash, and check are accepted. Boating is fun for a family outing and a great date idea. Boating this summer at Crystal Lake Park.
Orange and Blue fans know the value of preparation, teamwork, and showing up when it matters most. Just like Fred's Plumbing and Heating. For 47 years, this family-owned team has delivered dependable plumbing and HVAC installation, maintenance, and repairs throughout our community. They even offer service agreements with zero monthly cost, because protecting your home shouldn't break the budget. When you need service you can count on, choose the team that's been winning for nearly 5 decades. Trust the Orange and Blue of Fred's Plumbing and Heating.
This is Rob Meyer with Provident Financial Group. Unfortunately, there is not a one-size-fits-all retirement plan. Finding the right plan for you depends on many factors. The good news is that we can help improve your retirement readiness, whatever your situation. Contact us today at 217-366-3456 or online at providentfinancialgroupllc.com.
Securities offered through Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA SIPC. Provident Financial Group is not a registered broker-dealer and is independent of Raymond James Financial Services. Investment advisory services offered through Raymond James Financial Service Advisors, Inc.
Here's what somebody recently said at Pards in Urbana. I was there just a few minutes, and somebody came up and asked if I needed help. And they were incredible, helped me find the size of boot I needed, and then I bought a second pair too. Everything was friendly, everything was excellent. Visit Pards in Urbana, 206 North Maple, between Main and University in Urbana. It's Pards Western Shop since 1968. Or go online and visit pards.com, pards.com.
What is the convenience of travel worth to you? Fly Sierra and find out. No long drive to Chicago, no waking up early, no parking expense or overnight hotel stay. Use less gas and enjoy free parking with easy check-in and short security lines at Sierra. When you get back, you're close to home and unpacked before you know it. Book at Sierra.com today.
Here's another home improvement insight from Kramer Siding and Window, a proud member of Prairie Home Alliance.
Your roof is your home's best protection for the elements outside. And that's why Owens Corning Roofing is designed and tested for superior